Hi everyone, I'm Ron Roth. I'm the medical director for the Dick's Sporting Goods Pittsburgh Marathon. I know you're getting ready for the race, and I'd like to give you some race day tips. There'll be over 300 medical volunteers at the finish line and along the course to help you reach your goal of finishing the marathon. There'll be 8 stations every 2 miles for the first 12 miles, and then 8 stations every mile. We encourage you to stop in those 8 stations if you're not feeling well or you just need a rest. You're certainly allowed to continue the race after being in one of our medical tents, with a couple exceptions. If we have to start an IV on you, and obviously if we're doing CPR on you, you're not going to be allowed to go back into the race. Unfortunately, we can't predict what the weather will be on marathon day. You know that Pittsburgh weather varies. We've had marathons where the temperature was in the 30s and snowed, and temperatures in the 80s. So be prepared, watch the news. Also listen to my pre-race advisory, which I'll give at the start of the race to help you with some thoughts on the weather. It's important to dress in layers so that as you're running, you can shed some of those layers. Wear an old sweatshirt that you're not afraid to discard as you're running the race. You should actually feel chilled at the start line, and you'll certainly warm up as you get into the race. We also ask that you watch for the flags that'll be on each of the 8 stations. The colored flags will give you some thoughts on the weather and how you should adjust your pace. If you see a black flag flying on the 8 stations, that means the race has temporarily been stopped, and we ask that you go to the nearest aid station to get the latest information on the race. Just some final tips for race day. Race day is not the time to experiment with new clothes, new shoes, new fluids, or food. Do what's worked for you on your long runs and follow that plan. Don't forget to wear sunscreen on race day. Even if it's not warm, the sun can get you a sunburn. And also, don't forget about chafing. Don't forget to put Vaseline or Body Glide in areas that rub. That's going to be your nipples, your underarms, and your groin. Once you cross the finish line, we want you to keep moving. Grab your medal, grab some fluids, and something to eat. Don't stop. Your body is still in running mode, and if you stop to watch other people coming across the finish line, you may pass out. So we want you to keep walking. And finally, we want you to have fun. You've planned your race, now run your plan.